So we've made a complete system, which we call the Mighty 90, and there's like 25 different ways to get that, depending on, people have allergies to shellfish, or they've got allergies to this, that, and the other. So we've come up with 25 different ways to cover every known eventuality, whether they like liquids or capsules or whatever. We've covered all these things in what we call the Mighty 90. We assure them that they're going to get optimal, in many cases, 8,000 times, or 16,000 times, or 30,000 times the minimum data requirement. Because when you have a disease which is debilitating you to the point where doctors have got you on pharmaceuticals, they want to cut your knees out and put in artificial knees, people don't want to wait a year to be healed. And so what we've learned is to use a bigger hammer, and I call it, and to give them mega doses of nutrients to the point where we can rebuild joints, we can rebuild the cartilage. I've had people who's got their meniscus has been surgically removed because of terrible accidents. They've been all torn up. They've surgically removed these, and we've rebuilt them, because surgeons are sloppy. They always leave a couple of stem cells for me, and I can get to them and rebuild the cartilage, rebuild the meniscus. I do this all the time with these raw materials. And so we've learned over 33 years a lot. And so we use a heavy hammer so that within 3 to 6 weeks, people are saying, I can't believe this. I mean, I was on medication for 40 years. I'm off my medication now after 3 weeks. People who are all gnarled up with rheumatoid arthritis, it took a year, but their fingers are all straightened up and they can play the piano now. Okay? People who were scheduled, in fact, very famous people. Andrew Young, who was Jimmy Carter's ambassador to the UN. He was the mayor of Atlanta and the U.S. representative from the state of Georgia. He was scheduled for double knee surgery 20 years ago. And his son called me up and asked me to help him. And I regrew his knees 20 years ago. And he canceled his surgeries. He canceled his surgeries, and I rebuilt his knees for him. He's never had to rebuild his, or have his surgery on his knees.
So, George, how has Youngevity helped your health?
Well, David, I'm now 78 years old, and in my late 60s I was covered with arthritis pain, and I started on the products, and within 45 to 50 days I had no longer had arthritis pain, and it cleared up good. No problems now. No pain.
Awesome. Thank you, George.